Once upon a time, I was living in Sacramento. I was living paycheck to paycheck, I was content and just enjoying my life and living on the third floor of an apartment complex, and just doing my own thing. And I eventually met a guy who lived in Oakland. His name is Matthew. We dated for a little while, and I ended up moving in with him in Oakland. The transition was kind of big, but I knew I loved him, and there was nothing that was going to keep me from doing that. Um, Eventually, I got a job in Berkeley, California, and I worked at a furniture place for a few years. And Matt and I lived together for a little while. We bought a house, uh, and we enjoyed ourselves. And eventually, we talked about raising a family. And I thought, well, what am I going to do? Do I really want to raise a family? It's just really stressful to think about, like raising kids. I thought that that was something my brother and my sister do. It's not something that I do. I'm the gay one. We don't raise families. Um, that was a misconception on my part. Plenty of gay people do raise families, and it was disingenuous for me to think that way. But once I started to consider it, um, we were both at a place where we were thinking, well, it wouldn't be possible because we're living in California. And California is just, it was just not cost effective for us to bring a child into the world or to adopt, um, while I was working at a furniture place in Berkeley, and Matt was working as a game developer in San Francisco. Um, Ideally, both of those jobs would have been just fine in another city, but in the Bay Area, it just wasn't going to work out. So Matt looked into transferring, and eventually, we decided to move across the country to North Carolina. Um, and suddenly it opened a bunch of options. We bought a new house. It was larger, so much larger than our old house. We bought a new car, which is something that I didn't think would be possible, considering we drove an very old RAV4, 2000 RAV4, so, or maybe it was 1999. It old. We still have it, but we got a brand new RAV4, and that was really cool. But we also decided to have to pursue having a child and what that meant. We looked into adoption. We looked into surrogacy agencies. We eventually settled on a surrogacy agency in West Hollywood, California. We don't regret that decision. Um, it eventually led us to having a surrogate, a donor, first of all, and then a surrogate who is just a lovely individual. She lives in Pennsylvania. And today, we got notified that the embryo transfer went smoothly. And we are excited, scared, happy, nervous, all of those things. We're so excited. All of this possible just because we made the move across the country. And now I can't believe that this is where my life is. We're both happy. We're both doing very well. And I might actually get a job at the gym that I go to. I'm not looking for very heavy workload or like any kind of rocket science job. My last job was pretty intense. I don't want it to be as intense, and I'm hopeful that the gym that I go to likes me enough that they want to hire me. I've already gone through the pre-screening process. We'll see. But we're going to have a baby. I mean, I should say that it takes a few weeks for the embryo to take in her system. And the chances are, or the probability is on our side for that, though there is a chance that it doesn't. So in that case, we just have to move forward and try again. But right now, at this time, there's no reason to think that. We're just so excited, and I can't wait to share more. I can't wait to share more. This will be just a wonderful time in our lives. So, without further ado, I should probably end this video because I'm going to repeat myself, and I probably already have, but that's okay. That's just who I am. Thank you for watching.